Okay, folks, a couple of hours before game time here at Toronto Rock. Boston Blazers are in the house tonight. What we're going to show you in this video this week is behind the scenes at a big league sporting event. This is the Toronto Rock, the Air Canada Centre. Within about a couple of hours here, there should be 15,000 to 16,000 screaming fans, I hope. All right. This is a game ops room, a couple of hours before game time. This is going to be a YouTube thing about behind the scenes at a professional sporting event.
Very exciting.
Krista, in-game host. Shannon's the other in-game host.
Not dressed and ready.
Not yet, but that's okay. This is what it's all about. This is the green room. It's more the game dudes there. There we go. The elevator up to press row. Six stories high. This is what Foster Hewitt wanted when they asked him how high the gondola should be.
Ronnie.
Hey buddy, how you doing?
Well, my voice will be on NLL Network tonight.
Oh, you doing it?
Yes.
You and the Hammer?
Yes, sir.
Right on. That's Laura Bridgman with The Rock. This is part of a behind the scenes at a pro sporting event YouTube that I'm doing.
How are you?
Here I am sitting in my favorite spot on the face of the earth. I got the job as a PA announcer for The Rock here this year. This is my 6th year on the game ops staff. And you know what, kids? If you're out there and you're looking at this and you've got some aspirations in life, don't lose track of your dreams. Keep at it. Involve yourself in whatever it is you want to do. And who knows, you could be sitting where you want to be sitting. Okay? So we'll talk to you later. Okay. Quite the first half, Gary. Maybe you're not watching this on TV at home or you're just watching this on LITG. We've had a line brawl here in the first half. We saw 10 players get ejected. One of them being Dan Dawson, the best player on Boston. And it was just crazy. What's happening, Gary?
Well, you know, it all started out. Colin Doyle's in front of the net. And I don't know if Paul Dawson from Boston was sent out to Liberty to take him out. He laid him out. You'll see it on TSN2 if you don't see it live, or you can't see it live, obviously.
Good life listeners, 1 in 45 Canadians are members. With 65 greater Toronto area clubs to choose from, visit your nearest club today. Find us at www.fitness.com. Or just call 1-800-597-1-FIT. Start living the good life today. Sorry about that one, lady.
All right,
went from one page to the other.
Your t-shirts, and of course your lovely ladies here.
No, that's okay. Wait, I just got a call on my headset.
So I don't know if particularly was Dawson sent to the bench or not, but he laid out Doyle right in front of the net. Doyle hopped up, kudos to him, but right back at Dawson, and these Brampton teammates in the summer, they went toe-to-toe. What surprised me a little bit, though, is that the Toronto teammates of Doyle let him fight. And, you know, I mean, kudos to Doyle. He stood in there. Right after that, though, God love them, Troy and Terry, they throw out the boys out on the floor, and they're not going to let that happen.
No, not at all. You know, I was quite surprised to see that, especially in an NNL game. I think probably hear from the league office about that one. But getting back to letting Doyle fight, I think maybe they showed him a little bit of respect by letting him do his own thing. And, you know, first game as a captain in front of a big crowd like this, you know, a bit of a statement there. And they were definitely paying the Rock back for the embarrassing one-sided loss that they suffered last weekend.
But the only thing I will say about that, though, is God love Doyle, because you know he doesn't fight. He's normally not a fighter. He puts the ball in the net. He stood up for himself, but they certainly don't want him doing that every week, because he won't last the season if he does.
No, all we need is him to break a finger or something. And he's such an important part of the franchise this year. He's the go-to guy. Anyway, 4-3 at the end of the first half. Get back to the end of the game. Well, Gary, what a barn burner for the first game of the season here. 8-7 Rock. What was that? 8 minutes into overtime? I haven't seen an overtime game go that long before.
Almost a full 8 minutes, and I got to tell you, you know what, in probably the last, I'll say easily the last 2 years, I think that was the most exciting game I've seen here. 11 players aside, after the first quarter, all those players, 5 aside, getting thrown out. 11 players on the total bench, meaning there's only 6 on the bench every time they were up the floor, and there were 6 on the bench every time they were back down the floor. Try playing that for 3 quarters of lacrosse.
Oh man, you know, you can see some of the guys, even some of the young guys like Robbie Marshall out there, you know, transition specialist. You know, he was really dragging his butt there at the end. And man, oh man, and the same with Boston too. Yeah. They couldn't keep up that clip with only a half a dozen guys on the bench. And very exciting game.
I'll tell you what too, I mean, neither team out-hustled the other, and you can see very, very late in the fourth quarter and in the overtime. I mean, like I said, we played almost 7 minutes of overtime. They were playing smart out on the floor. If they knew that they weren't going to be able to go get a ball, they weren't going to make the attempt to go try and get it, because they knew they'd get the team caught.
2 crossbars and a post in overtime for the Rock. They could have buried it, you know, finished this one off a lot earlier. And I can't say enough about both goaltenders tonight. Bobby Watson really strong again. Anthony Cosmos, you know, he saved face again tonight. He showed tonight why he's probably one of the best goaltenders in the game.
Yeah, you definitely knew Cosmo wanted to come back with a vengeance. So the last count I saw was 52 shots. You know, he had a few more than that. So 52 shots on net and 8 goals scored. That's not bad in a lacrosse game.
Yeah, wow, what a game. Fights, penalties, pretty girls, pizza. You know, what else could you ask for? You know, it was just amazing.
And you almost losing up a lung halfway through the game.
Oh,
I thought I was going to get thrown into duty there, but thank the Lord you were able to pull it through.
Yeah, you know, by the time I get home tonight, I'm not going to be able to speak, which everybody at home will probably be quite happy about, you know. But yeah, that was really rough on me. I've been fighting a cold for the last couple of weeks, and well, I got through it, and I hope everybody liked what I did tonight, and they keep coming back for more.
Well, and you know what? Great atmosphere, great time, exciting game. As I said, with all the goings on early in the game, it made it even that much more exciting. Right back here next week, they're playing Rochester. You know, that's going to be a good one.
That's going to be a whale of a game. You know, it being so close, there's going to be a lot of people from the Nighthawks up here looking forward to seeing you guys, and have a great time. And like you said, I think the Rock are in for a real tough one. Any score? The Nighthawks play tonight?
I don't believe, no, they're not playing tonight. The only score we had early on was 4-1. Minnesota was up on Calgary. That was only at the end of the first quarter, though. I didn't get an update after that. And the other game was a late game. Washington was hosting Edmonton.
Well, okay, we'll have all those scores for you on the next edition of Lacrosse Inside the Game. I'm Ron Messer, and that's my buddy Gary Martin. We'll see you next time.
Well, I want you to love me.